And good morning, strategic traders. This is Brian Swan again with Strategic Trading Service. Listen, this morning we're going to do some things a little bit different. I'm going to show you a few things that I found over the weekend and over the past couple of days and share them with you. And we're going to go ahead and start with one of the things that I like to do here with strategic trading is to show that it doesn't matter how big or small your account is. A small account can be grown into a large account as easily as a large account can be grown into a larger account. It is all a matter of perspective. And it's all about looking at exactly where you are and where you want to go. Now, here's an example. We're talking about $26.59 here. Okay. And one of the things that I love about MT4, which I used to hate MT4 by the way, but one of the things that I love about it is the scripts that they have and some of the programs that come with this. Now, we have a trade that we're into right now, and I'm going to show you how easily it is to double an account. First thing I want to do is I'm going to take some Fibonacci retracement. And I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to start from actually where my stop loss is, okay? And we're going to pull back to our take profit area, okay? Actually, you know what? Let me delete that. Let's see, go ahead and delete that one. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that for you. We're going to try that again. Okay, now we're going to go, I hate that. Okay, we're going to start here. I can say at our, right here, and right here, but still does it anyway. All right, okay, so with the retracement, fib retracement, we're looking at right here is where we are. Now, the fib retracement shows you where your 5.0, 618 level and 382 levels are, which are hugely important in finding certain levels. But the way that we're going to use that is with another script that I have found I love, and this is called the profits at drop script. Okay, now as you can see right now, we're already up $1.74 on this particular trade, small account, like I said. But by taking this profits at drop script and coming right here, we're able to look and see exactly what profit will be at any level that we are at. And this particular script I find is extremely valuable when it comes to calculating where you want to go and what you want to do, and how easy it is to calculate exactly what is what and where you got to go to get it. So I'm able to look at not just the Fibonacci retracement as just the Fibonacci retracement. I'm able to look at it in terms of dollar value and see exactly what is going to equal what and where. And this is not increasing any levels. This is just staying at the current level that I'm at. Now, if I was to increase and add pip value to it as I went up, of course these levels would change. But right now, just as they are, here we go. Boom. Now, oh, cancel that. All right, here we go. Sometimes getting that little grip on it. Now, we have a balance of $26.59 in this account. And by the way, we're at Pax4X, of course, one of my favorite broker of all time. Right now, I love these guys. And the reason why is I'm able to run at 500 to 1 leverage. All right, with a small account like this. And as you can see, we are already up to a little over 10% of its value. Now, The pair that we're looking at, by the way, is the dollar yen, and over Friday and over the weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday actually. But Friday, the dollar yen took a tremendous fall. Okay, and right now I am long this position in every way possible, looking for the retracement, and I have all clients pretty much in this retracement position right now because the dollar yen is a very volatile pair. And right now, I'm looking to double accounts on this retracement. And a lot of people who are directional traders who don't understand really what they're doing would say, "Oh, you're over leveraged. Oh, you're running too high." You know what? You're an idiot because this whole purpose, this whole exercise, this entire reason for being here is to increase profits, to go out here and to make money. Now, if you're afraid to make money, if you're afraid to lose money, then you need to just get out of this game. Seriously. Um, I'm talking to actually several people that I met yesterday in the most uh, I lost so much time yesterday trying to introduce people to what we do here at Strategic. And when you meet a lot of people out here on the internet who have no clue what they're doing, but yet feel like they can parrot the quotations and the words and the things that they have heard from their brokers and from the people who have instructed them to trade like they want them to trade. I teach you here at Strategic that everything that you've learned up to now, you have learned from the people who want you to trade the way they want you to trade. These all of these platforms, all of this data, all of this information, all of these free perks that were given to you was given to you so that you can bring them money. This chart that you're looking at right now, this costs a lot of money to maintain. A lot of money. I don't pay anything for it. You don't pay anything for yours. Not directly, but indirectly you do. You do because you are learning to trade the way that makes this broker, not just this broker, but all of them, a lot of money. Huge amounts of money, or else it wouldn't be. So remember, as long as you're doing what you're told to do, whether consciously or subconsciously, you are feeding someone else's pockets and not yours. So that being said, I don't trade that way. You might think I'm over leveraged. You might think I'm going the wrong way, whatever. I promise you that if we make a full retracement, and if you think that we're on a 5 minute chart here, guys. Okay, and we're talking about from 110.87 to 112.12. We made this fall in less than a day. You don't think that it's plausible that we will make this retracement in less than a day or a day or two? And whenever we make this retracement, this is a 100% gain in account value. 100%. And very little risk of not getting it. Now, once we make the 618 level, once we get here, well, guess what happens down here at our entry? We're going to get a stop loss placed there. Not only are we going to get a stop loss placed there, we're going to come right here, and we're going to put a stop loss right about halfway in between. So, and when we reach 604, right here it will be around $3. So that will be where I place my stop loss, right about here. And from that point on, we will follow it all the way up here. So now my risk value becomes just from here to here is all we're looking at. Actually, pull it back down a little bit. There we go. And where my current stop loss is right now This is what we're looking at. So this risk to reward profile is one that if you think it's over leveraged or you think that it's a bit far fetched, well, once again, you're an idiot. Sorry, it is what it is, and that is. So this is what we're doing, and that's how we're doing it. And I wanted to show you the guys that this really this profits at drop script, along with the Fibonacci retracement, is one of the most powerful combinations of indicators, well, scripts, I guess, and indicators that you can use to get a profitable idea of where you want to go. This alone is one of the most unique and powerful combinations of indicators and scripts that you can find. And I have several of them right here that I use. The break even master, that's a good one. Limits, I don't care for martingales, and I don't do them, but I got that and I looked at it and it's okay. Now I don't believe in automation, guys. Everybody knows that. I do not believe in it. I do not believe in leaving your accounts into the hands of automated programs. Only an idiot would do that. Okay, I don't care what they tell you. If you have your account completely automated on a program that you didn't write, you're an idiot because you have no idea what that program is actually doing. You can look back and see, oh well, it does this, it does that, but I mean, how do you know that you don't have a line of code in there that says every 10th trade, do this and put some money over here or fail. I mean, you didn't write this. I mean, I think back to the old Superman 2 movie with Richard Pryor, where he was working in the lab at the computer company, and he put in a line of code that allowed him to steal 1/10 of every dime or every penny, 1/10 of a penny from everybody across the board. He made like $80,000 in a day, and it was just like one of the smoothest little cons. But he gave himself away, of course. And this is what can be done to you guys. And if you think it can't, once again, you're an idiot. So now we're going to move on real quick to the next level of business that I wanted to bring to you guys. Not that one. Let's see here. This. Now, this is from a ebook that I found at the Nadex website. It's called Using Binaries to Trade Volatility. And I downloaded this in a PDF form, and you can find it on the Nadex website at the education department in the handbooks is where it is. So you go to Nadex education, so under the webinar, this is in the education section, right under webinars, and it's in handbooks. And this is one of the best diagrams that I can get to show you guys the powerful system that I use in multi-platform insurance trading and what we do to make money. Now, in this strategy, I'm going to read this to you real quick. Now, what you're looking at is a daily contract specs of the US 500, which is the S&P 500. And what's important is not so much the actual market in this case, but I want you to look at the prices, the bid offer, which is 26, 29, 71, 73, which is around exactly what we would be trading if we were going into this system with the currency pair. We want to look with 25.75, and this is acceptable. So if this is what we were getting, we would be selling this and buying this. This is one that we could get. All right. So I will tell you to get this. Now, over here, we're looking at the market value. Now, once again, this is the US 500, but that is irrelevant. Let's say that this is a currency pair. because currency pairs are what we use in the system. But you see that here, in this strategy, the trader is going long the 1244, greater than 1244, on the assumption that price will grow towards 100 as expiration approaches, because he expects the futures market will remain above 1244 during that time. Current price is 1250, and this is where he's going long at 1244. He is saying that he is actually buying this one because he feels that price will stay above this. So this is his buy at 1244. All right. And okay, and assuming that the position is held until expiration, each 1244 contract purchase would risk $73.90 to potentially make $26.10. Now he's selling 5 of those. So 26 times 5, well, let's call it $25, because $25 times 4 is 100. So 125, so he's looking at about $130 right here. $130, $140 is what he's looking at. And this is exactly the kind of position that I would have you in as a multi-platform insurance trading client. Insurance trading is exactly this same methodology. All right, exactly the same methodology. So we would be going in to potentially make $26.10 on. In this case, we would start off with 1. We would grow to 5, grow to 2, 3, 4, and 5. But right now we'd have 1. But anyway, this is what you'd be looking at. Now, each contract sold would risk $74 to make 26. Now he would be selling right here at 1256. So you're buying 1244, you're selling 1256. The same way with the currency pair. You buy the low one, you sell the high one, and you want price to remain in this zone. Now here's a great feature that I never included this in one of the explanations that I was giving to people about our system, but this is great that they do it here, and I'll share it with you. And it says that, okay, assuming the price held at expiration, $73.90 potentially to make $26.10. Each greater than 1256 contracts sold would risk $74 to make 26, because the trader must profit on at least one of these contracts, because price can't be in 2 places at the same time. Okay, and his total risk in trading one lot of each of these is $47.90. That is $74 minus the $26.10 that he's going to make on the other one. So when you look at it in that perspective, your risk to reward ratio really changes to a much greater value for the trader, because instead of risking $74, you gotta understand that you're gonna make $26. So then your total risk is only $47 in this position. Now that is that's something. But now when you include the fact that if this was a currency pair, all right, if this was a currency pair, or in the case of people out of the country like who use like platforms like Arbitrator and platforms that allow you to trade CFDs, you can actually do this with CFDs as easy as we can with currencies here in the States, which I will be so glad we can get CFDs. You just don't even know. Oh my God! But one of the things that you can do is look at the fact that from say 1247 to 1244, if your entire risk right here was $73 on this end, just with here, we're not including taking away the profit that you're going to make from here. But if you want to have that profit to be a standalone profit and to ensure that profit, then you would come from 47 down to 44, and you would try to make that specific distance worth the risk. Distance times pip value equals contract cost. So if you have a contract cost of $74 here, how can you make this distance here to there worth $74? Well, you would do that, my friend, with very high leverage is how you do that. And let's see if we have that. Nope, we don't have it right there. Let's see here. I can show you really quick. And, aha, there we go. Now, let's see here if we have this. Because leverage is one of those things that is a double-edged sword. And I have a story about that I'm going to bring up in a little bit for you guys. But here you're able to look at, let's say we have, now here we go. Right. Now, we only want to get $76. Okay. Now, we have, in this case, what do we say we have? 47 to 44, which is 3 pips basically. Now, if we wanted to do that, which is not more than 3 pips, we're trading ES right now. We're trading we're actually trading in indices. So there, that is calculated different than you would a currency pair. But let's just say, for this case, for mathematics' sake, that it was 3 pips. Now, in that case, if you had a leverage of 1 to 500, 500 to 1, excuse me, and you was trading 2 lots, well, all you would need is $466 in leverage, which would afford you $25.98 per pip. So do that times 3 pips, and your risk of $73 is more than covered from there to here. So let's just say that you had from 47 to 44, you had 48 to 44. So now that's 4 pips, and you're able to make around $100. And if you were to lose 75 here and make 100 here and still make 25 here, well, guess what? You're deep in the profit. And that, my friends, is exactly what we do with insurance trading. I come right here with the premium that I receive from you and place a trade just like that, running at this amount of leverage in this direction and this direction. So now we have 5 pips at $25.98 a pip, which means that you come here and price comes down and you lose $75. I have 5 of these at this rate, which is $150, give or take, of which I give you 75, and I keep the rest. I keep 75 or $125, and I would give you 75 and keep 50. Either way it goes, you are covered. I am able to make a profit, and you are able to make a profit as well, because not only are you receiving the money that you lost here, remember, you just made total good on this one, because price could not be 2 places at the same time. And this concept can be applied right now, like I said, with currency pairs and the leverage that we offer. But once the Dodd-Frank Act is totally repealed and Americans are once again allowed or once again able to access CFDs and the rest of the financial derivatives that the rest of the world has access to, but that we are hamstrung to this country, that we can't have because someone says that we don't know how to handle our own money. Once that nonsense is gone, which it is pretty much gone now, by the way, because as you can see, I can access this. But once this is pretty much out of the way and it becomes commonplace, we will be able to utilize this format and this style of trading to increase a level of profits that has yet to be seen by anyone. And strategic trading will be guiding the way doing this. Now, I'm almost done, guys, and I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. I'm going to go back really quick and see how our trade is doing. And, oh, well, we fell somewhat, but you know what? That's okay. We're still in the profit here. In fact, I'm going to go over here and we're going to look and see how we're doing on another one that I have doing this exact same thing. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to log in the trading account. Another small account I have over here. Let's see what we're at. I'm talking about this one. Okay, and here we go. So we start with $13 and 86 cents. We're at $14 here. Okay, so we're at 10 in margin, and we'll just keep on coming up on that. So that's what we got working on that one. Yes, she is at 1 to 500 leverage here, and yes, 1 to 500 leverage there, and what is here? Yeah, we're running 1 to 100 leverage over here. No wonder that we have a different rate available than we have at the other. Now this one, I say this one is 1 to 100 leverage, whereas this one that we're looking at now is 1 to 500. And you can see the vast difference that we're able to accomplish by having this rate of leverage. And leverage is a double-edged sword. Now, leverage in the hands of someone who does not know what they're doing, yes, it can hurt you. It can hurt you tremendously. But the gains that can be achieved by having the right amount of leverage far, in my opinion, far outweigh the risks of not having it. And it is un-American, honestly, for anybody, a government agency or whoever, to tell us that we cannot profit from these derivatives that are out here. And yesterday, real quick note, I'm gonna wrap this up. Yesterday, I have this idiot tell me, he says, "Oh, are you certified to licensed to do this or whatever?" Let me tell you something. Let me tell all of you something. And you listen up, you listen good. I am an entrepreneur. I'm an American. I'm a go-getter. And I don't need anyone's permission, group, say so, okay, mother may I, Simon says, pretty please, to do as I wish. If I wish to start a business, I will do so. I will go out here and I will grab life by the throat and choke the shit out of it until it gives me what I want. And if you are too weak to understand that, if you are incapable of comprehending that, the last thing you need to do is to confront me about it, because I have no qualms about moving right over you. The last thing you need to do is stand in my way. Now, if you're afraid to go out there and get your own, hey, that's your problem. But do not approach people like us, who are the pioneers, who are the brave ones, who are not afraid of anything that comes with this, and tell us that we can't do something because you are too coward to do it yourself. Let me repeat that. Because you are too cowardly to do it yourself. If you think poker is a way to make a living, once again, as my favorite phrase is, you are an idiot. Now, I know I'm going all over the place real quick today, and we're going to wrap this up real quick with leverage, a double-edged sword. Now, one of the reasons why so many people are attracted to trading Forex compared to other financial instruments is that with Forex, you can usually get much higher leverage than you will with stocks. In Forex, investors use leverage to profit from fluctuations in exchange rates between two different countries. While many traders have heard the word leverage, few have a clue about what leverage is. And this is so true. How leverage works and how leverage can directly impact their bottom line. Leverage is the ability to use something small to control something big. Specifically to Forex trading, it means you can have a small amount of capital in your account, controlling a large amount in the market. This obvious advantage of using leverage is that you can make a considerable amount of money with only a limited amount of capital. The problem is that you can also lose a considerable amount of money trading with leverage. It all depends on how wisely you use it and how conservative your risk management is. Although leverage is Although leverage can increase your potential profits, it can also greatly exacerbate your losses. Carrying a large volume of trades with a low margin call can greatly magnify even the smallest pit movement if your position continually loses. If your position continually loses value until you hit your minimum margin requirement. Your broker will automatically close the trade to make sure that you don't lose more money than you put in. This is known as a margin call. Depending on where you trade, where it was closed, a percentage of your margin will be returned. The simple answer is that the majority do not understand leveraging or the risks involved. What this also shows is something we already know, that the masses are reactive rather than proactive. I'm going to read that again, guys. This is important. It says the masses are reactive rather than proactive. To be proactive with your own trading, the first thing to do is what the masses fail to do, which is understand the risks and learn how to create a trading plan to manage them. Knowing how comes through getting a structured education and not just reading what is about leverage. See, this is what I was saying to you earlier, guys. Exactly what I was saying to you. The answer on the question is leverage a double-edged sword, yes, but only for those traders who do not manage to reach a relevant level of trading education. Educated traders can limit the risk by using stop losses. These rates are decided by the trader. You can choose a rate that is the lowest you want to go. If the market reaches that rate, your deal is automatically stopped, so you do not lose more money because you set the rate. You can control your investment. You can make sure that you do not lose more than you are prepared to. People, all that simply means is get some understanding, get some knowledge, and get control of what you want to do. None of this is magic. This is all math. Trading is math, not magic. And you can control exactly who you are, what you want, and where you're going to go by getting a grip on what you're doing. And for God's sake, people, get your own and don't hate on someone else for what they're doing. Find your niche. Do not try to pull someone else's card and pull them down. That is a sucker move. That is a duck move. And that is one of the most disgusting habits that I find in some places. And I was very tempted to call some names. So I'm not going to do that right now. You know who you are. And I'll post this on the page, duck. And Stop, stop, stop the hate. Stop being a duck your entire life. People, this is Brian Swan once again with Strategic Trading, and I want to thank you all for listening to me for the past 30 minutes. And I hope that I was able to enlighten, entertain, and bring something to you that you didn't have before. My friends, you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all tomorrow. I think I'm going to get some theme music next time we do this. What do y'all think? Theme music? Yeah. See y'all next time.